Good morning, my powerful and awesome MVP family and friends. Anyone who can hear the sound of my voice, welcome back to another video. This is your girl, Miss Bev, and today I am going to expand on the topic I did yesterday, and I'm going to do that because of some comments that came up after the video. Now, I have said to us in one video, or more than one videos, that it's not the noise in the market. It is, you look at the steady, at things that, so yeah, we got to 10,000 subscribers. Remember that we're doing the giveaway on Sunday at 6 p.m. I'll be going live. So please remember that, guys. Remember, in order for you to be a part of it, go find that video that says giveaway. Leave a comment on your thoughts about the msbevsproductions channel. And leave your 3 lavender hearts. When you go there to that video, you will see how others have left their comment, and they added the 3 lavender hearts to show that they want to be part of the drawing. Remember, the drawing is Sunday. When you come on, you join the live at 6 p.m. We will talk a little bit and then we'll get into the drawing. I'm hoping we can do the wheel where we can put all the comments on the wheel, and then the wheel spins and selects a random person. To get your prize, it's $50. To get your prize, I'm giving away 4 of them because God has been good. The channel is growing. The monetary blessings from the growth of the channel, it is showing. I'm not going to be rich from YouTube unless we go viral with one or a couple videos and I get to 100,000 views or more. But for now, I'm satisfied. And so I'm able to give back. Some of you have become members. I totally appreciate you. Some of you have been so faithful with giving towards whatever projects I'm dealing with. You have been just totally awesome. And so I appreciate all of your support. I appreciate those of you who are moderators who will jump on. A lot of you are commenters. You're contributors to the conversation on every video that I drop. You contribute, you give me your experiences, you give me ideas, you are present, and I appreciate it. And so 4 random people will get that opportunity to get something, whether to buy ice cream. I see some of you already is telling me, if I win, it goes to Kayla, it goes to Kayla. So Kayla looks like, if we continue on this trend, I will get support for Kayla for the rest of the year. I am so thankful for you guys. I am always grateful. I'm not a person who takes things for granted or take people for granted. I appreciate every bit of love that you have extended to Miss Bev, and Miss Bev appreciates it all. So that's going to be what happens. When you decide to participate in the giveaway, make sure that you either have CashApp, you have some form of me transferring the funds to you. If you're in Jamaica and you want to get credit from Flow or Digicel, I will buy the credit and top up your phone. All you have to do, you don't need to put your personal information out in public. You go to my email, msbevsproductions@gmail.com, and that's where you talk to me privately. So again, I thank you guys for your support. Again, if you notice, Some videos, like I did videos about Kayla's project, they hardly got views. They got like 50 something views or whatever. But if you look at me again, when you look at the returning resident videos, those are the videos that have really kicked off and have really done well. I'm not saying the rest of videos won't come up in time, but you look at the video I did yesterday with over 200 and something views already, compared to Kayla's that I did on Sunday or Monday, that hardly got much views. So again, people are in YouTube land. They know what they're looking for. And as I said, Google pushes the videos out now, and for a while now they've been pushing them out, so that they're finding the channel more. Again, people might watch a video and like the video this minute, and then you don't see them again because that's not what they're looking for. But the point is, I'm grateful for every blessing that comes through Google. I am totally blessed. I feel blessed. So again, the shorts, look at the shorts, guys. If you look at former shorts, like way back when I would put up a short, it just seemed it was missing a little spice. But now that I watched that video from the lady, and you use the powerful songs, you use powerful inspirational words coupled with the kind of music that people appreciate, and you find that the shorts, look at the shorts. Look at the views on the shorts. They're not 10 or 8 or just 20. You see that they're growing. So they start off slowly. I don't mind if I put a video out and tomorrow morning it only has 50 views. I am grateful to God for every view, because it means that 50 people watch the video, and 50 people, they might share it, they might talk about it and send somebody else to watch it, or they might send it out on their WhatsApp. Who knows? And so I say to us, guys, if you have the time on your hands, pick up your camera. You don't have to buy fancy stuff, as I said. Pick up your camera. Show a bird sitting in a tree singing. Show a beautiful flower that blossom and bloom. In America now it's fall and it's getting colder, and you can show the difference of how things that were blooming and pretty just a month ago are now withered. Everything now is getting ready for the cold, harsh winter. But that's just that. And so let's talk about the cold, harsh winter here in Jamaica. It might not be a seasonal cold and harsh winter, but there are other struggles that make it a little harsh. So I spoke yesterday about in the video the struggles that challenges, or the struggles that returning residents face. And one of them that caught everybody's attention was not only that people seem to have some disdain for us when we return. Some people, like the people who sell stuff, they're happy with us because we're spending money with them. We're not crying down prices, but we're helping them to move their things. But there are other people who have not done so well, and this is why I said in other videos, you got to be careful. You might be moving back to your own community, your old community, but people might not see you as one of them, And again, when you are in a space where you are the only one doing well, you have to be cautious as well, because these are not people like years ago. People, they might not like you, but they might not take your stuff either. They might tolerate you. Nowadays, it's a different breed. They're so angry. They're so bitter. They are so not care. They don't care what they do, how they do it. They just don't care. Many, many years ago, on Sunday or Saturday morning, the house is locked and everybody is out at church. And I believe, honestly, that when you have a relationship with God, I'm not saying you're not going to go through your moments, but the moments will not encourage you to do the ugly, harsh things that people are doing today, the gruesome, ugly things. Today, it's just it's just there's no heart. There's no conscience to say no, that's not right. There's no conscience to say stop, no, that's enough. They just keep going. It's like they're so angry, like even when they are doing things to make some money and it's not as bad as as could have been. They don't look at the blessing in front of them. They're looking at what they could have had or what their heart says they should have, and they're just bitter. So gone are the days when people would tolerate you, but now it's just seem like people just look at you like, who them think them be? You know, any little thing, any little question, any little thing, they jump at you as if you have done something personal to them. I'm not saying this is going on with me. I try to be pleasant. I try to be patient and humble. You know, I'm not a confrontational person. I don't like confrontations. So I'll step back and let you go. I don't care. I'll get there. You know, but I'm not going to sit there and I am not going to sit there to toe and to tit for tat. And people will hurt you when they reach the point where what they're saying doesn't faze you. They will get to that point where they figure, oh, you're calling me stupid? Well, you think I'm dumb? You think I'm dumb? And they take it personal. It becomes a punch or a hit or something. So don't get into toe-to-toe. Don't get into arguments with people. People who are going through their things, people who are taking things that are altering their mind, they're not going to think rationally. So apart from the disdain, I'm going to share two posts with you that, two comments, two contributions to the video yesterday. And I'm just like Dr. Clark, she was just saying the things that my children have been saying. A few months ago, quite a few months ago, I posted a video from Life with Bev Brown as it related to one of our recipients from the Blessing Soup Kitchen. She lost her mind, and because of that, she wouldn't stay in the space that she had to stay. Her parents gave up on her. Nobody, her children didn't want to have anything to do with her. She wasn't a good sight to look at. But guys, she was God's creation. And life happens, and sometimes we don't listen, and we get caught up into things, and then it becomes a heartache. It becomes a baggage that you can't shake. It becomes a monkey on your back that you can't get off. Sometimes parents will tell you, be careful of the company. Look, you don't need to go to say, oh, you don't need to do that. Lord, no, but what you have? And we take it as a, Mommy, what wrong with you? What wrong with you? Nothing happened to me. Let me live my life. Let me live my life. And we go out and we live our lives, and then life hits us hard. It hits us hard. And we crawl back to, and we want family to accept and appreciate. And sometimes it's tough for the family because we have put them through a lot of unnecessary dangers, unnecessary stresses. So for her, they did turn their back on her. Everybody turned their back on her. And she's in the community, and she ate from the soup kitchen, and Bev Brown, when she comes around and she smells bad, and Bev Brown would bathe her and put on her own clothing on her. And then it came a time when she started getting brave, and she would go into people's homes, just go into their homes. And she went into somebody's house, and they didn't like it, and they chopped her in her head. They gave her a big, it was hard to take in. So some of the videos I couldn't have posted, I couldn't make a video with them because it was tough. Bev Brown took her and bathed her. You could see her wreathing in the pain and the suffering. Bev Brown reached out to the hospital in Montego Bay because that's the main hospital for St. James. And when she reached out and asked, could you send somebody to get her? Oh, the ambulance busy, they have nothing up there to come pick her up. And she stood there in that community, and so Bev Brown bathed her, and so when the pain hit the girl, and so she wallowed in the mud. And so she just in the dirt like an animal. And I said to Bev Brown, you're telling me nobody in the church is there to help? Nobody? Isn't she a child of God. And Bev Brown went on till one church sister said she would go with Bev Brown and bring her. And Bev Brown bathed her, put on some clothes from her closet on her, and waiting. And then the lady said she couldn't go. Her daughter would go with Bev Brown. Bev Brown there waiting, the daughter and show up. The daughter said she have somewhere to go. And Bev Brown won and got that lady, that mentally challenged lady, got transport and took her down to the hospital. Bev Brown said it was so hard because she kept on coming up in her face, coming up. And she got her down there and she took her in. And Bev Brown sat there from that morning until the next morning on a chair. On a chair. And they chained on Vashti on a bench, their hard bench, because they claimed they didn't have a bed for her. And that's where she stayed till morning. Just at some point they gave her an injection and she fell asleep. And Bev Brown took the video of herself sitting there. She said, Miss Bev, I'm still here. I can't, no, she's out here by herself. What can I do? And she stayed until she got a bed. And Bev Brown went down to visit her one time, and my God, my heart was torn because she was naked. Like she had on like a pamper or something. It looked like it was a pamper. That's all she had on. Her neck, the rest of her body naked. She lost all the weight. She was just skin and bones. Bev Brown took the picture and she sent to me and she said, Miss Bev, I'm going to go back and just put some clothes on her and bring her some food. And when she reached out, people in the community started putting something together and they went down so she could drink something. She said when you give her the little food, she was so craving, so hungry. She was just eating and drinking, just eating and drinking. And she didn't last long. She passed away. So when I read Dr. Elizabeth Clark's comment yesterday, it resonated. My children are saying to me that's one of their biggest fear for me down here. If I should get sick and end up in the hospital and they say they don't have a bed. Mommy, you'd have to sit up on a hard chair. A chair. You sitting up all that time means your feet are going to get swollen because circulation will not take place properly. And so, yes, people, Jamaica is beautiful. It has so much. But as you get ready to return, think of how much the government has invested in medical care. Hospitals with one ambulance serving a whole district. One fire truck serving a district, a parish, a whole parish, no, not the whole parish, but a whole, I don't know what you call it, because I think they have regions. Probably they have regions. The northern section, the eastern section, whatever it is. I don't know. But just think of the limited resources. If they are called to one thing over here and something is going on over there, then what happens? People on the roads are driving so carelessly. People have to be thrown in the hospitals. What happens? So when you think of the medical field, I've seen videos. One lady, she came home with her husband. Her husband got sick. She took him to the hospital and she was videotaping and showing what was going on, that there was nobody to care for her husband. The same way she left him, she come back him half off of the bed, and it's just, they don't know anymore. So the other comment, she's not somebody who is coming home. She would like to come home, but she pointed out some things that took place when she was here. And then she pointed out, and I shared that message as well, along with Dr. Clark's message of a family member who she got the picture with the person sitting on a chair with an IV bag that was dry, just sitting up on a chair with an IV in the arm, with an IV bag that was empty. And they stayed there until they died there. But this other person, she mentioned that, she is in Canada. And she said, at least, you know what? In Canada, there's something, a bus to pick up senior citizens. You have some way to get to your appointments if you're not able to do it on your own. You have access to, you got jokes, my daughter. There are, in the countries that we're returning from, they put things in place to help as we age and is not able to do as much for ourselves. What has Jamaica put in place? Jamaica is beautiful. Yeah, you can retire, come home, beautiful Jamaican. Yeah, we might have a lot of money and we can do this and do that. But what is in place for when you cannot do it anymore? What is in place? So again, I go back to the video where I said, rent a space. Do a long-term rental agreement. Rent a furnished space. You might see me do the videos in here, Miss Bev, go back home and that's our place. Yes, because I am in a humble space, rented for 1 year as I evaluate my return home. My family is all in America. Me coming home, it's beautiful. There's a ship sitting on the ocean right there. It's beautiful. But beautiful becomes ugly when other things are in the background. So I'm just saying to us guys, don't want to be long-winded, don't want you to be turned off from this video. I'm just saying again, you're planning to come home. Don't just look at a gated community because they have issues. Don't just look at the beaches every day. There's gonna come a day you can't go to the beach. Look at the important pieces that will affect you greatly if you do not have access to it or do not have access to enough of it. And that's my message for today, guys. It's a look before you leap, or you could really weep, something like that, as you return to these islands.